What's up, guys? Rampage here again, and today I'm back on Pokemon Showdown, bringing you guys my road to top 10 in UU. And I'm looking at the ladder, and I am 1543 right now. I believe I ended the last video at around 1550 or 55 or so. So I decayed quite a bit, so that's unfortunate, but whatever. We're not going to let it get us down. And Feng, we're coming after you. 1705, that's our goal. So yeah. Oh, and before I get into this, before I look for a battle and get into this session, I just want to tell you guys I'm really not enjoying using too many other Pokemon in UU right now. So in future episodes, I probably just go back to using teams that I've already made. Look at all these teams. Holy Lord. Anyways, so I guess I could just look for a battle now, and hopefully it doesn't take too long. Cool. Pretty balanced team. He has annoying Suicune, but that can't beat Toxicroak, so that's a good thing. It looks like I can do pretty darn good via team matchup. Hippowdon could definitely be annoying. In fact, he'll probably lead with it, and I'm just going to go for a knockoff if he does, because I'm going to lead off with my Mienshao. And no, he actually leads off with Roserade. This thing is actually a problem. But I'm just going to U-turn. What's the Pokemon I need the least on this team? Because I don't know if this thing will have Sleep Powder or not. Probably Raikou. Because Toxicroak should be able to beat Suicune one-on-one pretty easily if it's Crocoon. Blastoise I want to keep for rapid spinning. Raikou doesn't hurt this, barely hurts this. Doesn't really hurt this too much, actually. Hidden Power Grass won't do too much. And I doubt it's going to hurt Mew. So I think I'll just go out in a Raikou. But let me start that timer if you're not going to make a move. So yeah. Any day now, sir. Okay, so you actually just switch out into your Hippowdon. That's very physically defensive. Now, what I can do here is go out in the Blastoise, go for a Scald. Just take this chance to Mega Evolve and go for a Scald. If I get a burn on this Roserade, that's fine. If he goes out in the Suicune or Florges, that's fine, because I have switches for those two. Or if he just stays in and gets his rocks up, I really don't care, because I'm going to hit it with a Scald. But I think he's just going to go back out into his Roserade. I'm going to try and get a burn on it. He actually goes out in the Florges, so this lets me get my rocks up, because I did a lot. Okay, he is lefties. I don't know what type of Florges this is. It's probably just Wish Protect, maybe Toxic. Just goes for Moonblast, that's fine. Because I'm just going to set my rocks up right here. As he's probably going to go back out in the Hippowdon. No, he goes out in the Suicune. So, I see lefties on the Suicune, so that's good. Just going to hit him up with a U-turn as he goes out in the Roserade. He's probably scouting, which is okay by me. I think Hydreigon is a good play. And I see no item, so I'm thinking that he might be Life Orb. I think he's just going to go out into his Florges, though, because that's what they do. And hit him up with that U-turn, go out into Toxicroak, and try and get a poison on something if possible. I could have went out in a Jirachi, but I think I have more momentum with going out in a Toxicroak. I'm just going to go for a Poison Jab. I'm wearing down his team with the Vault turning, so that's nice. This is, his more than likely switching, which is fine. It is resisted, but I do get the poison like I wanted, so that's great. It's definitely going to help me wear this thing down. And I can just go back out in the Blastoise. As he's going to set up his rocks. Since this is kind of a, I guess you could say this is a Vault turn team. I didn't even explain the team. I'm awful. What am I going to say? Ooh, he just stays in the earthquakes. That's great. I'm going to go for a Dark Pulse, hoping that he'll go out into his Roserade. He actually goes out in the Suicune though. Get a nice 25% off, but the team is kind of it's just half Volturn, half offensive. Well, Volturn is in a sense offensive, but it's another Volturn team that I made with Raikou, Toxicroak, Jirachi, Mienshao, Hydreigon, and Blastoise. Swords Dance, Toxicroak, as you probably already saw. Life Orb, Volt Switching Raikou with Thunderbolt, Extrasensory Hidden Power Grass, Scarf Mienshao, very great. Especially defensive Rachi, physically defensive Blastoise, and a E-Belt Hydreigon. So, now that that's out the way, let me go out into Toxicroak. He could predict this pretty easily, he does. Goes out into his Mew, nice play, nice play. I'm gonna go out into my Raikou, because Raikou can, Raikou really doesn't care about Mew. And he goes for Default. So the question is, do I Thunderbolt or Hidden Power Grass? Does Hidden Power Grass take out his Hippowdon? Or maybe I can just Volt Switch. Would it be knockoffs? Or he could also Will-O-Wisp. That's the reason I didn't want to go on the Hydreigon, because I thought this might be Will-O-Wisp. But I think I can just go for a Volt Switch, as he goes on the Hydreigon, which is great. I do get a crit, which is kind of unfortunate. So yeah, that really sucks. I could just High Jump Kick right here, in all honesty. But I think U-Turn is the better play. Yeah, I think U-Turn is the better play. As he just goes out on the floor, this would have got 2 KO'd by High Jump Kick, so that's pretty swell. Now I'm gonna go into Jirachi. Did I reveal U-Turn on Jirachi? He might just protect my Stealth Rocks. I did reveal U-Turn, so that sucks. Let's see. He has Hippowdon. He's not bringing too much in on this. Just gonna go for an Iron Head. If I can get rid of this Florges, that means Hydreigon has a lot more leeway. Just going for the Iron Head. If he goes out in the Suicune, he lived. But luckily for me, I get to Iron Head again. That is definitely physically defensive. I still think it would have got 2 KO'd by Mienshao. But then again, it does have Protect more than likely. Whatever. Just gonna go for another Iron Head. As he does switch out into Mew. His Mew probably does have some speed. I'm gonna go out into Blastoise. Yeah, why not? Because I think he's gonna go for Knockoff. He has Will-O-Wisp. Okay. Well, of course he has Will-O-Wisp. I can just Scald. Get some more damage off on the Roserade. Roserade looks like it can't hurt my Jirachi, so I'm just gonna go for the Scald. Get a burn. Thank you. He could have, what's that move called? He's playing very safe. He has a more defensive team. It looks like his only offensive Pokemon actually is his Hydreigon, so actually, this is probably stalled. Well, maybe his Roserade, since I haven't seen its item. I'm thinking his Life Orb because it's Snow Black Sludge. Ooh, lucky for me. He actually predicted my switch nicely. I'm just going to U-turn. He hits. That sucks. But this means he'll more than likely just bring in his Suicune so that he can no, he goes out into Mew. That means he's going to go for a knockoff. Just going to U-turn right here. I'm going to try and wake up, burn some turns of sleep. Yeah, he just goes for knockoff. Does quite a bit, and I don't wake up. He is faster. I'm just going to go for another U-turn. Wake up! Maybe I should wish. I mean, like, I really don't need Jirachi anymore, so that's why I really don't need to go for the... That's why I don't need to go for the wish. I'm actually going to set my rocks up, if I can. because he'll probably go for the knockoff. I mean the defog right here. Just gonna go for a U-turn. Yep, he does go for defog. And I'm just gonna go out into my Hydreigon. I can save my Jirachi's Death Fodder. And I can go for Dark Pulses. I'm not going to be able to kill it. I know that because it's Spadef. But I could potentially flinch it. So he's playing pretty risky. He can't switch in Florges, it dies. He can go out in the Hydreigon. Take a lot of damage as I fodder off my Jirachi. And he goes for U-turn. That means I'm going to get switch initiative. So he goes out in the Mew. His Hydreigon looks like it's scarfed, which sucks. What am I going? Oh yeah, my own Hydreigon. And I can just go for Dark Pulses. His Hippowdon is going to be real annoying. I don't know why he's trying to keep his Florges. Because my whole team outspeeds it and kills it since it's at 11%. So I don't know why he's really hanging on to that. I'm just going to go for a Dark Pulse right here. I don't think he'll switch back out into his Hydreigon. He just goes for Will-O-Wisp. I'm not going to U-turn. I'm just going to Dark Pulse and try and kill this Mew off. If he goes on the Hydreigon, that's fine. Now his Mew is at really low range where it dies to Poison Jet from Toxic Croak and a Thunderbolt from my... Oh, he just sacks his Hippo right here. And I would go for U-turn, but since I'm burned, I actually think it'll live. I'm just going to go for a Dark Pulse. And he does just sack Hippo, which is a fine play. He's whittling down my my Vault Turn core. I have Superpower, but I'm burned. He's just weakening himself. And this thing is physically defensive, so actually Dark Pulse is the better play. He actually goes out in the Mew. That's not bad at all. So I'm able to destroy his team with this Hydreigon. And okay, so he's just trying to whittle me down. I can just go out in the Toxic Croak. No. Yes, no? Or do I just sack Hydreigon? Oh, too late. Showdown's lagging. He actually... I didn't want him to do that. But he really can't beat... He can't switch out in the... He can't switch out in the Hydreigon. Suicune can't touch me. I'm just going for a Drain Punch in case he does switch out in the Hydreigon. Alright, so... that's fine. This is definitely stall at its finest. He's going to probably go out in the Suicune. I mean, like, Suicune can't beat me. Get the poison. Nope, okay. And I guess I'm going for a Drain Punch. I was thinking that he might pivot, might use this as a pivot to go out into his Hydreigon, but he has Roar. Wow, that's interesting. Just gonna go for a high jump kick. Knock out this Suicune. And now I can go out into my it would appear my Florges switching is gone, so I'm gonna have to sack my Hydreigon right here. That's a very fine play. I don't care. And I can just go out into my Toxic Croak and click Poison Jab. He has the Moonblast, and I do get a crit. Crit probably did matter since this looked to be physically defensive, but I don't think Moonblast would have killed me. And if it did kill me, I could have beat him with Raikou probably. So in the end, I'm able to win that. I got 14 points, now 1557, not bad. And that took a long time, 14 minutes. We can look for another one. And it's taken a while, so I'm going to pause and return when I get one. So, see you guys in a bit. Okay, so I am back, and this looks like a black and white UU team. Yeah, it looks like black and white UU at its finest. Holy moly. This Sableye is definitely going to be annoying because it's going to hinder my efforts to beat this Milotic. Plus, it kind of just beats my team. Actually, I do have Raikou, so Raikou can beat Milotic. Although he does have Flygon, I got to kill this too. Whittle it down with U-turns and whatnot. But I think Blastoise is probably my best lead. It's all about what I want to take a burn since I don't have a good status absorber on this team. But I guess I can just... I think he's going to lead off with Sableye or Yanmega, so what beats both of those? Nothing. I'm going to just lead off with Blastoise. Hopefully he doesn't lead with Yanmega. Of course, why wouldn't he? Just because I said something. Whatever, I'm just going to go out into Jirachi. Jirachi can beat this thing one-on-one. Because I do have Wish. And he just goes for Bug Buzz. Only does 28%. He does not get the Spadef drop, which is great. And I'm going to set my rocks up. As he goes out into Arcanine. He has Flash Fire. Luckily, I don't have any fire type attacks on his team. And I'm going out into Hydreigon. Or he could have Rocky Helmet, but I mean, nah, he doesn't have Rocky Helmet. That's Bandit. I can just go for a Draco. I mean, like, I kind of have to, so. Not bad. Thank you, Hydreigon. Thank you. Thank you. So it looks like that's a Bandit Arcanine. Hydreigon is trash. Go out into my trusty dusty Blastoise and just go for... Oh my gosh, you would fucking miss. Go for a Dark Pulse. I don't want to give this Milotic a burn and make it more difficult to deal with. 18%. Luckily I have Hidden Power Grass on my Raikou, so he might have Toxic. Let's go into Toxicroak first, just to bait the just so my Raikou doesn't have to get Toxic. And he's definitely going to want to spin with his Donphan, so... Okay, yeah. So he does just go out into... He does just go for the Toxic, I mean. And I'm going to pull a double into my Blastoise. So that... I don't know. Maybe I should just break the Donphan's 30. Get some damage off on the Donphan now. I can go for a Poison Jab. Hopefully get a poison on it or something. I don't know what to do. He wouldn't go out in Sableye. I don't think he would. Nice, Hydreigon. Missing your Draco Meteors. Whatever. I'm just gonna go for a Drain Punch. He actually stayed in. Ooh, I get a nice chunk. That's fully Spadef, I think. And now I'm gonna go for a Poison Jab, thinking that he'll probably go out into a Sableye. Yep. And get a poison. You deserve to get that poison. I'm gonna go out into Raikou. Raikou is the best Pokemon to take this burn. He misses the Justice. Now I can go for a Thunderbolt. Or should I go for a Hidden Power Grass? I'm gonna go for a Thunderbolt. Forcing this thing to switch out is more important. Or killing it? Yes! What was he predicting? He went for a taunt. Maybe Subcalm Mine? Sorry, sir, I am not Subcalm Mine. Life Orb, 4 attacks. So, now he's going to go out into Donphan. I'm just going to go out into Blastoise. How much do I need Raikou? Kind of a lot. Nah, I'm just going to Hidden Power Grass. I think getting rid of those Stealth Rocks is his main concern, so yeah. Hidden Power Grass was definitely a good play, and I can just go for another one. Or I can go for Extra Sensory. Now I'm going to go for Hidden Power Grass. Just in case he thinks that that was Hidden Power Ice. So I'm able to take out the Donphan, which is nice. Just bringing Raikou one step closer to just spamming electric moves. He still does have this Flygon now, so I can't spam electric moves just yet. But I got rid of Sableye, so Thunderbolt is putting work in on his team. I'm just going down to Blastoise. He'll either Flare Blitz or Extreme Speed. Both of which Blastoise are easily taken. And I'm actually going to go ahead into my Jirachi now, so I can set up my rocks. Yeah. And I can Wish Pass. So, that's good. That's good. That's really good. Let's get these rocks up. Well, I can't Wish Pass now since he went out in the Flagon. And he's going for the Earthquake. I know he is. But I have to go out into Blastoise. I have to. I have no other switches. That does way too much. Blastoise, I'm sorry. We've been friends, but you've been chosen as a death botter. So now I can go out into my Mienshao. Is that banded damage? No, I don't think that's banded, but I don't think it's scarfed. Mienshao, you can just go for a high jump kick and kill this thing. Yeah, that's not banded damage, but is it scarfed? 41%. Actually, it's probably scarfed. And my last 3 Pokemon other than Mienshao are weak to ground, so this Flagon will practically get a kill every time it comes in. I guess I really don't need my Toxicroak anymore though, so I could sack that to his Arcanine. But if he pulls double switches, he'll definitely have the better momentum. Because if he goes on the Yanmega, then doubles out. Well, no, he can't double out if he goes on the Yanmega. That is if I hit my high jump kick on it. But, okay, so he didn't double out in the Yanmega. He just stayed in with Flagon, probably risking that he'll be faster. It's not the case. I'm able to kill that Flagon. Now, Arcanine, what would I do against that? Okay, just goes out in the Yanmega. Looks like he can't take another Stealth Rock switch in. I'm just going down to Jirachi. And yeah. As he has Protect. I'm not staying in, sir. Hello. What do you take me for? And I have no reason to not Iron Head. Or Wish, actually. As he Bug Buzzes. So I kinda wanna go out in Raikou. But no, I'm not going to. There's no reason. Go for the Iron Head. And just go for another one. He'll bring in Arcanine, kill my Jirachi, and then I win with Raikou. So that's what I'm hoping for. Yep, that is what he does. Let me just go for a Wish. I mean, like, he's going to kill me anyway, so I don't need Jirachi anymore. I know that this thing is banded. And I can just spam Thunderbolt. So that's GG. It's able to pull that one somehow. No thanks to Hydreigon. And I know it's only been 2 battles, but I think I'm going to cut this part, or cut this episode short. I'm at 1567. Didn't make much progress from the last episode, but I did gain 23 points this episode, so I am moving. So yeah, I'm just going to end it there. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please push that like button. Also leave a comment. You do know I enjoy reading your comments. It has been a wonderful time. And this is your host, co-host, secondary co-host, and all your whatever. I don't know why I'm saying this, but this is Rampage here signing out. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and peace.